That's where the problem lies.
We want to hear you. You are before us.
It's the right of self-representation, my lord.
Of course, therefore, we are hearing you now. You give us your suggestions, and we'll be happy to take whatever suggestions, constructive suggestions are made. And we have given that opportunity to all of you appearing on behalf of the stakeholders. So please give us short submissions that the report can be strengthened or there's a lacuna. This aspect has to be looked into.
We'll do that, my lords. My lords, another issue that can be dealt with quite.
What happens is with so many council, you can never find a way forward.
What ends up happening is we say it's not implemented. They say it's implemented. There has to be a third party to look at what we are saying, or they're saying who's telling the truth.
But therefore, the monitoring mechanism.
Yes.
You're absolutely right. On the monitoring.
Independent monitoring mechanism.
Yes, Ms. Jai Singh, absolutely. So
We are in support of that.
Just 1 second. So you suggest to us how an independent monitoring mechanism can constitute it now, not just West Bengal. We are looking at it pan-India.
It has to be pan-India, my lord.
So you can put your brains together for all the doctors and tell us what kind of monitoring mechanism we can envisage to implement these recommendations and to ensure that the implementation has taken place. Because we can't sit here and look at every
Understand, my lord. I understand. That's all my suggestion.
So we are with you on that.
Right.
We are with you on that. But just make that concrete suggestion.
The states, they can't monitor themselves.
My lords, perhaps that could be recorded.
Neither
Give
can
it that
doctors run the state.
Let's leave it at that. Let's get.
My lords, can that be recorded?
Let's get on.
My lords, can that, my lords, given that this is a large matter,
Ms.
and there
Jessica,
will be orders that will need to be dictated.
personal about it.
I haven't said anything to you. Why?
No, innuendos say more than what
I
you say.
never said anything. I said leave it at that. That's what I said.
And that means leave Mr. Singh alone.
My lords, what had fallen from my lords is extremely helpful, which is that if my lords may record that an independent mechanism may be proposed by all the stakeholders for the doctors.
I don't want to confine you only to that. Karna. We want you to give us an overview of what your perspective is. This will be one aspect of your perspective. We don't want to confine you only to this, to an independent monitoring mechanism. Give it to us in writing. We'll certainly implement it. But we want you to, therefore, you are all doctors here,
Yes.
these seniors and juniors. Give us your concrete suggestions. If we have, say, 10 sets of suggestions, we'll put them together. We might even tell one council to give us a comprehensive set of, the common suggestions, and then make them a part of our order. That we have to also find some sort of order in this large group of lawyers.
We'll do it.
Yeah?
We'll not set a date for that.
Absolutely.
Your lordship.
This is from AIIMS Doctors, Resident Doctors Association. What has happened, Your Lordship, recall on 22nd August, Your Lordship said everybody should get back to work, no coercive proceedings will be taken.
Yes.
RD of AIIMS, the same day evening, we joined back to duty pursuant to Your Lordship's order. Now, AIIMS Gorakhpur, AIIMS Kalyani, AIIMS PGI Chandigarh, those directors have passed an order saying that those 10-12 days of strike will not be counted as leave. They will be considered on duty. Now, AIIMS Delhi, they gave a representation. Surprisingly, AIIMS Delhi, those 12 days has been taken as that we are absent adjusted against our leave. A leave has been deducted. I have annexed that, my lord. I have annexed the IA.
If you start going to individual healthcare establishments, it will be impossible. What we suggest is this.
Yes, my lord.
A representative group can meet Dr. Srinivas, who is the director at All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Delhi.
Yes, my lord.
Have a word with the learned director. Once, he's assured that, look, all the doctors are come back to work.
Yes,
And so by and by, he'll take a...
May I just respond 1 second? What we
But it can't be, that
The
we don't want
doctors
to
must
hold him.
start working, my lord.
once we
We also don't
want
want to hold him to the point.
He's
of
a very
gun.
helpful person. Was
my
Dr.
lord,
Srinivas.
may I just respond to that?
And
What-
you don't want to take the point of a gun
I-
by telling him that, look, you better do it.
My lord,
Let there be a little bit of mutual understanding between the doctors and the director.
may I just respond, my lord?
Because you must also, show your good faith.
No.
Have a 1 second.
Yes.
Go and tell him that, look, we have now resumed duty. Can you not take a proper view of this? He will take a proper view of this, provided he is satisfied that the doctors are on work. That's
May I
all.
just respond? We've done that. That is what we've come to Lordship, not at the first instance. We gave a representation. They formed a committee. We annexed all the orders of Kalyani, Gorakhpur, PGI, Chandigarh. Said, please treat us same way. All of us struck work together. All of us got back the same day. Now, even after that, an order is passed on 2nd November, we got it yesterday, saying that AIIMS Delhi, so now what is happening is AIIMS Delhi, those doctors are considered as on leave. Other AIIMS, they're considered as leave will not be deducted. So I'm not coming to your lordship at the first instance. I'm coming to your lordship after.
Let you file an application. Today, AIIMS is not even before us, that you could ask a council, what is the problem? File an application, we may then ask somebody to respond. What is
We
the
filed it, my lord. So I'm
All right,
the last resort. I'm coming to your lordship.
All right. Now that you've flagged it, now
Yes.
what you do is that you can meet the director at AIIMS, say that let's try and sort it out and see what the difficulties are. Many of these things have to be sorted out with a little bit of. I mean,
Lord-
those directors are there to make things work. They need the doctors more than anything else.
Lord, after 23rd August, one sec, please.
Anyway,
After
Mr. Vasan,
23rd August.
we've made ourselves clear.
Yes, my lord.
Do meet the director of AIIMS and request him to take a sympathetic view now that the doctors have gone back, and we'll see on the next occasion what about it.
I-
Be on work and be on duty. I'm sure things will get sorted out by the next day.
At least same day, lordship passed the order, we're back on work.
You still have 2 months for the end of the year.
No, what is,
So
I tell you why
Don't
we are,
worry about the leave.
I'll
You
tell
can
you
always
why
pass
we are
it on.
concerned. Many of these doctors, if they've taken a period on leave,
The-
many of them have to extend their tenure if they
Yes.
can't
We
apply.
got
That's why we are
got the
concerned.
point. We got the point. We are with the doctors. Rest assured that we understand these problems with the doctors. Just talk to the director. We'll sort it out. All right. We'll take up the application next time and give a short notice to
Your Lordship, at least,
serve a copy of the application on the standing council for AIIMS. I think I don't know who appears for AIIMS now. Mr. Vikrant Yadav used to appear.
yes.
Find out.
Would your lordship at least record sympathy, something so that I can go to the,
Give it to Mr. Vikrant Yadav and call him in.
Come on, go
I-
on.
Your lordship.
Well, there remains
Your
the,
lordship.
You don't want to run these hospitals. You know what the problems
Yes,
are.
obviously.
Yes.
Yes.
Your lordship, I just want
Well,
to
there
make one.
remains-
Perhaps in some
Now,
order.
one second. Now I think we have.
Yes, my lord.
Your lordship, I just want to make one
so
submission.
may I just say one thing? Manoj?
One
There
submission.
remains a
Your
rather
lordship.
significant issue of the police commissioner violating the identity of the victim, which the
My
Calcutta
lord,
High
that
Court has
matter is
clarified
pending
into
at the High Court, my
Lordship
lord.
said
My
last time
friend
you will
brings
deal
it,
with it.
my
Right,
friend
now we-
brings it up
Your
every
lordship, I
hearing.
just
On
want
the
to.
last occasion,
say
the
the
lordship
same
said you'll
thing.
deal with it, Manoj. I'm at this
The High
important
Court
issue
is
hanging.
taken
We're not closing it.
cognizance
We're
of
not
it.
closing it.
All right, Manoj.
Your lordship, I just
So
want to
quickly.
make one submission.
Can't be closed so quickly.
Just one.
My lords, there are some remaining issues that need to be wrapped up. So therefore, for example,
Put it down in the, or put it down in the form of a note and give it next time, so we can deal.
but my lords, this is not with regard
don't
to
have
the
to.
NTF.
We can't be passing orders on, offhand oral submissions. Give us something in writing.
We do have it in writing, my lords. They have filed
What do you have to say?
an affidavit and we have filed a reply.
Manoj, in so far as the main case, sorry.
The charge sheet. My lord, they have not produced the charge sheet before your lordship's even till date. 90 days of investigation, what they have done is nothing. They have just endorsed what
My lords,
was
I will
done
have something
by
to
the
say. to this.
Kolkata
The
police
trial about to commence. He is a
for
strict
5 days.
We are not going
But,
into it.
but there is,
There is a
One
charge
sec-
sheet
Just one second.
filed.
Charge sheet has been submitted, charges have been framed.
Yes.
but
The
that,
trial
that's,
judge, one
that's,
second, just one second. The trial judge, who's a district judge level officer, he has
Free
sufficient
है, इस पे
powers.
लगाया है.
He has sufficient powers. If he feels that further investigation is necessary, he will make that direction.
Absolutely.
We don't want to run that task ourselves when this is something which is pertains to the role of the district judge.
My lords.
but
Manoj,
I-
I should
Now
Take
he's
that
free.
and say
I
what
have
else.
The prosecution evidence is going to begin. When he sees the evidence, he has ample powers as the presiding judge to.
It said
let's-
that it will continue the investigation.
We made that clear in our order today.
And he has powers under BNSS to alter the
Obviously,
charge.
that's what we are saying.
Because this kind of.
So one second, we are not doing that for the reason because then that will only dislocate the trial.
That's right,
Because the
that's right.
trial judge will say the Supreme Court is seized.
Yes, yes.
I have a submission. There are,
An order passed, there is an order passed for recording of evidence.
Time being.
They made-
Time being.
For the time.
Your Lordship, the trial is about to commence. The trial may be shifted out of West Bengal, keeping in view the disturbing features in the case. But
My lords can pass
Amla, from day one,
the trial,
but
neither
there are precedents. There are precedents.
I know there are precedents. We have shifted the trial, some trials out of Manipur, for instance, to Assam.
Muzaffar
Here we are not doing it. We have let the trial continue before the district court.
Below the issue.
Otherwise
Are
we're
there the
cast-
witnesses
we're
are
casting doubt on the legitimacy of our own judicial system. We have nothing to do. We have nothing to.
There is an attempt, Lord, there is an, I'm
Financial
sorry, Lord,
irregularities. I'm not on the rape and murder.
One second.
there is an attempt to
Listen.
stall the trial.
The investigation goes beyond rape and murder.
Ms. Jaising,
Yes.
the status report which has been submitted by the CBI has extensively referred to the investigation in regard to financial irregularities. We don't want to flag any issue because that might possibly dislocate the investigation. Please rest assured that CBI is looking into financial irregularities
But
also.
it is
They have
not a part
flagged
of
various aspects for us.
RC.
My
It's a
lord,
part of another
it's
RC.
a matter of concern that
And-
people who are strangers.
They have not even
hired,
asked for it.
Somebody wants it shifted, somebody wants it stalled.
We are not doing anything like this. We are not doing, you're right, we are not doing
Very
anything.
grateful, my lords.
No, Maharaj, it is self-contradictory. On one hand, you are saying there is a sole accused.
Look, I don't want either your comments or your gratuitous comments as to whether we are self-contradictory. You give the,
I'm not
you
saying,
reserve, you reserve
but
it
I'm
for the
saying
television.
CBI is self-contradictory.
My lord, then at
Maharaj, on one hand, they are saying there is a sole accused person.
My lords, the question is, who does he
Investigating a larger
represent?
conspiracy.
Who does Mr.
No,
Aduji
that's not the
represent that he
financial
seems to think
It
that
has
this
to
is
be-
self-contradictory?
The charges have to be reframed.
Who does
Again,
Mr.
there has to be a
Aduji
retrial.
represent?
Strange, but
Are you
strange
not
argument.
interested, are you not
I
interested in
need
a
to
trial?
see
It appears that there are factions we don't want the trial to proceed. Let the trial start, let the trial
Yes.
just take charge.
Order has been passed for recording of prosecution evidence on a day-to-day basis from Monday, 11th of
That's what we
November.
want.
Why,
Right.
why is there interest in strangers to stop
But
that?
we are not,
Absolutely.
we are not going
Absolutely.
to stop it at all.
When the supplementary charge sheet is filed, if required, there is power to alter or amend a charge. That is the power under BNSS, which will be exercised if required.
And
All right.
Deeply obliged, Mas, deeply obliged.
My lords, there are a couple of issues that my lords had been seized off from the beginning.
Next time.
Maharaj, the third part is.
But my lords had
civic
taken a
volunteers.
particular interest in these issues.
Your lordship, can I make one submission? Your lordship, can I make,
My lords, it's just the Rati Reshati. The threat is now.
your lordship, can I make one small
One
submission,
second.
your
Let the
lordship?
trial start, we'll do
Your
all
lordship-
the other issues separately.
Your lordship, I'm appearing for Delhi Medical Association. We have two submissions regarding the compensation scheme, your lordship, and the expediting the trials of the violence against the doctors pending in all the pan-India,
You're
your
also
lordship.
covered. Just
These are
come,
the two.
come with a small note of submission.
Yes, your lordship.
Lordship,
Thought-
one submission.
Much obliged, your lordship.
People in West Bengal have lost faith in administration and judiciary, and hence averting most wasteful.
Sorry, don't talk about the people, talk about who are you appearing for? Who are you appearing for? Who are you appearing for? Tell us the name of the person. Nobody. Just canteen gossip here in the court. Tell me the name of your client. When you say people of West Bengal lost faith in the judiciary, somebody has to put his oath to that statement. Can't make such,
And orally, my lord, orally off the cuff. Orally off the
you're
cuff.
not even
anything
appearing
you
for,
say.
you're not even appearing for a client. Yes.
But may I
My lords,
respectfully
this one
request,
small thing we are seeking that had fallen from my lords, the idea of us proposing a commission that could oversee all of these recommendations. So if this could be recorded, my lords, we'd be extremely grateful.
My two learned brothers are going to be part of the bench, so they will remember that. Yes.
Very well. We'll be relying on
Yes.
Justice Faridwala. and
Lords-
Justice
Lord,
Mishra.
can I just say one thing, Lord? Lordship has asked all the states to give response and all of the parties to give response. Lordship may ask one of the members of the board to correlate everything and Lord give a
Once those
comprehensive
responses
thing.
come, we'll pass that order. We are going to do that. We always do that. One learned counsel, usually we pick up a junior counsel, we'll put everything together. We might
Yes,
say last time one will. So one other person from this side.
Say Lordship.
What's next now?
My lord,
Sharma from
my
the
lord,
state. my
may I
lords.
only submit one thing, my lord?
Next now.
My lord, one,
Next.
may I only hand over one document, lordship? I don't want to waste it.
Did that document get lost in papers here?
Because, lordship, this is very seriously how the civic volunteers,
All
lordship,
right, then
lordship has
I
passed
hope
on
we have passed that order. We are
that
seized
order
with the
that
matter.
civic volunteers are
Look.
interfering in the administration of justice, my lord.
Fair enough.
This is one disturbing document, lordship. We
Yes,
just
we will see that.
kindly consider
My
this.
lord, item 10 is that application, my lord, by the municipal corporation, Greater Mumbai, my lord, for
Yes.
that, my lord, median landscaping, my lord, in that coastal road.
Yes.
But your lordship had considered this application earlier, my lord. I've been instructed to respectfully submit.
Now, what are you planning to do? You're planning landscaping. We can say there's no difficulty.
Have a look at that. This is what is.
All right, sure. Give Mr. Singh also some photograph.
Give me a copy. Yeah, please. But the middle part, my lord. Kilometers are 10.5 minutes.
Oh, your lordships, take this up.
Can I just make a?
So where do you want to actually do the landscaping?
Before your lordships take this up, Lord, I
Middle.
just have I have one request to make to your lordship, no, before you hear this application. No, after the 17 December 2019 order, which is an interim order allowing them to secure the road and carry out only the reclamation. October 2020, they made an application. We, at that time also, we requested that these SLPs should be heard immediately, instead of these interim orders. Then in September 2022, they made an application for further modifications. And again, we said, and your lordships had indicated that the SLPs will be
Now,
heard.
Mr. Singh, just
Now,
tell us-
we are in
I just want to
2024.
respond to
And
this.
these SLPs ought to be listed and heard instead of this. What is
now,
now they want to give a 30-year contract
This order.
in a pending SLP where there's a
that
judgment.
you're going to put to them. That
Yes,
you're going to put
yes, yes.
Now tell us.
So
this
I'm saying that this is a matter
Fair
your
enough.
lordship can list it in January and here
we'll-
the Bombay High Court judgment may be set aside by your lordships on merits
Now,
or it
tell
will be
us
affirmed.
one thing, which is that area in which you have to have this median landscaping?
Little part of the.
No, but from where to where?
The total is approximately 9.
So the hearing is over, and that's the reason we are cutting out from the live broadcast coming in from Supreme Court. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. A, the CBI investigation would continue. Number two, the CBI has given a status report, and in that status report, the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, clearly stated that CBI is extensively investigating into the financial irregularities in the matters concerning RG Medical College and Hospital and other government hospitals. That's very, very important. If I have to quote the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, he said that in the status report which has been filed by CBI, CBI has mentioned extensively as what they're investigating, the financial irregularities they're investigating, and that they have flagged in their status report. That apart, the task force, CBI would be continuing the investigation, no interference over there, not at all, and that CBI will file another status report in the next hearing. Now, please understand, it was the last time that D.Y. Chandrachud, the current Chief Justice of India, was hearing this matter, and towards the end he also said that two other judges would also be there. Even if he is not there, they are aware of the entire case and they are aware of the investigation, so there should not be any concern as far as the progress of the investigation is concerned. The second very important point, and this is for one and all, especially at a time when everyone had in a way cheered that CBI, the matter has gone to Supreme Court, that's how the justice would come. Yes, Supreme Court had been overseeing the entire procedure, but then today Supreme has made it very, very clear that Supreme Court is not interfering into the domain of the trial court. And why am I saying this? Because there was an appeal made that people have lost faith in the system of Bengal, and that if the trial could be shifted out of Bengal, to which the Chief Justice of India categorically stated, no, that's not happening. And you know what the Chief Justice of India said? Yes, in the past we have shifted matters out of Manipur. Now, it's a juxtapositioning which would also be a little indicative. Manipur state, which has seen a lot from 2023, 31st of May for almost a year and more, the Supreme Court reminded as how matters from Manipur had been shifted out. But can that logic be applied for West Bengal? The answer is a big no, because the court clearly said that we are not removing this case, we are not shifting the case out of we are shifting the case out of Bengal, and that they will not be interfering into the trial process. Number three, this objection was also raised that CBI is trying to contradict its own investigation, because CBI's charge sheet has specifically mentioned about Sanjay Rai as the sole accused, right? Sanjay Rai has been identified as the sole accused. So that point was also raised by senior advocate Firuzadul ji, and that they have only named one person. What kind of a charge sheet is, to which the union government, or rather CBI being represented by the senior advocate, not the Solicitor General. I will not take the name because I don't want to be wrong. But so basically it was made very, very clear that somebody is trying to stall the CBI investigation. Somebody wants to shift the trial out of Bengal, as if people are not having any faith on CBI. What is this? CBI has been on with the investigation. CBI has simply filed one charge sheet, and CBI will also file another supplementary charge sheet. So in case after filing the supplementary charge sheet, CBI needs to amend any charges which they have filed in the first charge sheet, they can very well do so following the procedure of law. Right? So as far as this entire narrative which has been built, that CBI has filed a charge sheet and CBI has only named Sanjay Rai, not others, what kind of an investigation is this? A, that casts aspersions on the ability of officers who are investigating the matter. B, it is also in a way forcibly trying to close the investigation, which isn't the case. And that's exactly what has been highlighted today, that CBI is investigating the matter. They have simply filed one charge sheet. The supplementary charge sheet would be filed in due course of time. And when the supplementary charge sheet is being filed, if there is an amend the charges which have been leveled in the first charge sheet, that they would jolly well do. There is no point of an interference at this juncture. Very, very significant. Number three, somebody amorphously showed up and said, people have lost faith in West Bengal administration, and the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, immediately shoot. Question was, who are you representing? Question was, who are you representing? What are you representing? Why are you speaking here? So under no circumstances such statements would be entertained. That was made very, very clear by the Chief Justice of India. And you know what? The Chief Justice of India also unequivocally clarified that, look, we are not interfering in the trial process. The trial process is the domain of the district court, and the district court would be doing so. So what are the takeaways? The takeaway number one, that CBI would continue with the investigation. Takeaway number two, that the status report by the state government of West Bengal has been submitted. Takeaway number three, that CBI's trial would begin on 11th of November and there is no interference over there. Takeaway number four, the court has ruled out any possibility of transferring the case out of West Bengal. Also in a way had been, had been suggested by a couple of people, including leader of opposition Shubhendu Adhikari, who very recently had said that if the matter is being shifted out of Bengal, then possibly there would be a fairer investigation and the truth would come out. Takeaway number five, as far as CBI's own status report is concerned, status report, according to the Chief Justice of India, there had been extensive investigation pertaining to alleged financial irregularities, and nothing has been ruled out, and that much details have not been revealed, because that might flag off the perpetrators and make them conscious. So all in all, it was the last time the Chief Justice of India had heard this matter. I mean, the current Chief Justice of India. There would be a new Chief Justice of India very soon, and by the time the matter comes back to Supreme Court again, yes, there would be a new Chief Justice of India, but the two other judges would also be there, and that has been cleared by Chief Justice of India that, even if I am not there, there are two other learned judges, and they are very much aware of the investigation, aware of the case, and there should not be any concern. 1 second. So basically, so all in all, it's very, very important to understand that the CBI investigation is not getting stalled. The CBI investigation would continue, and CBI will be filing another status report by the next hearing. What I find very, very significant is CBI in its own status report, this status report, according to the Chief Justice of India, had been investigating the aspect and avenues of financial irregularities, and very carefully the Chief Justice of India used the word extensive investigating, and that they have found a lot of leads. So we have to now wait and watch as what transpires through this investigation and what happens next time when the charge sheet is being filed or the supplementary charge sheet is being filed. For now, the court has not. Okay, the other thing is, as far as the task force is concerned, Indira Jaising, senior advocate, the junior doctors, demanded that they be allowed to pick their own nominees, to which the state said that they are already being allowed to choose their own nominees. Again, the court clearly said that if you have got qualms, tell it to us. If you have got qualms, tell it to us. It's not like you have been hearing. You're not being denied a scope to represent and speak out. So today, while the hearing has commenced, it is not the end of the journey. Okay, please understand something today. Even though the hearing has ended, it is end of the hearing in Supreme Court. Just because the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, would be retiring very soon and there would be a new Chief Justice of India, doesn't really matter that the matter would be shifted out of Supreme Court and the Supreme Court would be relieving itself from the entire matter. No, that is not the case. Absolutely not. So would continue hearing the matter, and CBI would continue investigating the matter. Interestingly, the CBI has been, the fact that many people said the trial be shifted out of Calcutta or shifted out of Bengal, the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, made very clear it's not fair to cast aspersion on the judiciary. You might not like something, you might just not appreciate something, but that doesn't mean that we will just stop trusting our judicial system. I do see one of the viewers writing this word, canteen gossip. Yes, that's a very important word, and even I had taken note of it. Somehow I forgot. So somebody had tried suggesting that people have lost faith in West Bengal administration and all of that. Chief Justice of India immediately stopped him and said, okay, who are you representing? Name. Are you representing any client? Who is your client? If you are representing any client, then what is your locus standi? If you don't have a locus standi, then keep your canteen gossip outside. So clearly indicated that such canteen gossip, or rather such gossip, cannot interfere with the investigation process. All right. And why do I say it's very, very significant? Because you know what? We have been seeing past several days, there had been a concerted effort. There had been a concerted effort to spread certain lies, to create an atmosphere of distrust, to create an environment where you would be compelled to doubt everything possible, starting from Kolkata police to now CBI. So basically, it is made very, very clear that there are certain identified and should be treated only as canteen gossip. And who is saying this? The Chief Justice of India. The second takeaway, which I really find very, very interesting, that the court has made it very clear, unequivocally made it very, very clear that look, we are trying to oversee the investigation, but that means the trial is happening here. Because in the past so many weeks, the impression about Supreme Court, which has been created by a section of people, very deliberately and meticulously, I would say, that because Supreme Court is hearing the matter, Supreme Court would be giving justice, without even trying to explain to common people that look, I would happen at trial court. Today, the Supreme Court has made it very, very clear that there is a trial court where the trial would commence from 11th of November onwards, and the trial per se is purely the domain of the trial court, the district court, and the Supreme Court is not interfering there. The Supreme Court is not wresting the power of hearing the trial procedure from a district court to itself. And the Supreme Court clearly said that the district court and the judges of district court have ample powers to question the charge sheet, to question the charges, to seek amends, to order certain changes. The trial court is very much capable of doing so. What I'm certainly not clear about one thing is because, there had been a lot of problem logging into the entire software because unlike last time, they have not really given an output of and other sources. I'm not really sure if the statement that Sanjay Roy made, if that has been raised in Supreme Court, and that's the reason I will not be commenting. So basically, the court had tried focusing on the importance of the national task force, the importance of it. Okay, please understand the national task force has also given its own status report, it is its own suggestions. The national task force was also asked to give their feedback to in a way, in a way, the question as now that the task force has been formed, what are the changes to be expected? The court has made very, very clear the national task force, the job mandated for national force is to create a more conducive, more convivial, secured, safe and environment for the doctors as they perform their duties. All right, very important. I need to mention this. Where has this incident happened? The incident happened in RG Medical College and Hospital. Unfortunate incident. Where did the protest start first? From RG Medical College and Hospital. Where did it spread first? In Kolkata and around Kolkata, eventually in Bengal. And thereafter, we have also seen these sparks reaching the other parts of the country. We have also seen junior doctors from different government hospitals literally getting down to the streets and also protesting. Also included AIIMS doctors. Even AIIMS doctors had gone on cease work. Now, mind it, Supreme Court on the very next day of the hearing had made it very, very clear that they should get back to work, that they are trying to intervene, and Supreme Court has intervened with the objective that in fact, my producer, if it's possible to cut out some clips so that you can play from the hearing, just give it to the editor and get some clips scooped out. So point is, the court clearly said that the doctors have to get back and that no coercive action would be taken. Has any coercive action been taken against doctors on cease work in Bengal? Answer is zero. But today, AIIMS Delhi had a special representation in the Supreme Court. What did AIIMS Delhi say? Today, AIIMS Delhi had specially said that look, the 10-12 days they were on cease work, it has been adjusted with their leaves. So that was in Supreme Court. It's very interesting. Incident happened in Arjikor, protest happened in Arjikor. No action has been taken against doctors in West Bengal. But AIIMS Delhi doctors are alleging that their cease work days have been adjusted with their leaves, and that's the reason they wanted the action of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said that look, we are not passing any order at this juncture. What essentially we would do, rather, we would ask the doctors to get it sorted with the director of AIIMS New Delhi, and the Supreme Court Chief Justice of India spoke very highly about the director of AIIMS, that he would be very empathetic dealing with this entire issue, and there is a hope that matter won't spill out to the court and the matter would be sorted at the communication and the conversation level. So that idea has been established. So that essentially I don't think would be part of the hearing in the future. A viewer, okay, I would also try and engage with our viewers because several viewers have joined us. They were watching the live broadcast. Biplop Sinha, he is writing, we have doubt whether the judgment of the district court can be done without any sort of influence of the present government. Well, Biplop, there is no end to things. You can keep on doubting, but please understand, even in the trial court, even if it happens in district court, the judge would be hearing all the sides. Now imagine Sanjay Rai would also have a representation. Sanjay Rai last time had claimed his innocence, which means his lawyer would be putting forth an argument on those lines. Then he would have a representation from the CBI. And in case the trial court wants more respondent to be added in the entire trial process, that can be done, even though it happens in camera. Please understand, scope of pursuing the matter beyond trial court is not ending here. And that is the reason the Supreme Court made it very, very clear they are not interfering into the jurisdiction of the trial court. They are not interfering into the rights of the trial court. No rights of the trial court would be snatched away. So there lies something very, very significant, very significant. So you can doubt, but I don't see a reason to doubt. Many people would doubt Calcutta High Court, some would doubt this court, district court, somebody would doubt sessions court. Anybody who would find the order not pleasing to them or not to their satisfaction, they would want to doubt the judiciary. But doubting the judiciary has been an impediment as far as matters going to the district courts or trial courts or high courts or Supreme Courts are concerned. So that's the course of our system, and that's how the system would be followed as long as the system exists. So the matter goes to trial court. You do not have the luxury of a second option. Even if somebody's request and appeal is being adhered to and accepted and the trial is being shifted out of Kolkata, yet it would still go to a court at the trial level, not Supreme Court, not High Court. Because the moment you take the matter to High Court, it is like you are interfering into the domain of the lower court, number one. Two, once the order comes out from the lower court, you have options like the High Court, the Supreme Court, from single judge bench to division bench to multiple other benches. That's how you pursue your legal recourse. If you're not satisfied with one, you can move on to the other. If you deny that person the recourse, it is again, I would say, an injustice to the existing legal system. So yeah, somebody has said here people are doubting district court but not doubting BJP agent CBI investigation. Well, such name calling, Swagatam Da, such name calling doesn't really augur well. CBI has been investigating the matter. Again, CBI's investigation has come up with something. CBI's investigation so far has highlighted Sanjay Roy is the main accused. Today, people are upset with CBI because they have only named Sanjay Roy. People who are upset with CBI, they're expecting more names like Shundeep Ghosh and others to be named in the case as party to the entire conspiracy or party to the entire commissioning of the crime. So if tomorrow that thing is being established by CBI, then the same set of people who are now complaining about CBI would start celebrating the agency. So in a polarized world, such are about to, meant to coexist. But again, it cannot really bother CBI unless they close the investigation, all right? They haven't closed the investigation, so you can't really do much about it. So that's exactly what happened. To give you a quick roundup, soundbite ready? Okay, we are trying to process an excerpt of the court procedure so that those who are joining us now can watch it again. We will try and play it again. Portion that we have been able to record, we will try and play it again in entirety so that those who are joining us now, they can at least watch it and hear it for themselves. But that apart, just to give you a quick roundup, the CBI investigation would continue. Number one, the status report would be again filed by CBI in the next hearing, a fresh status report. Number three, the current status report, according to the Chief Justice of India, has delved deep into financial irregularities and alleged irregularities in the government hospitals, including Arjikor, and that they are extensively doing their investigation. Much details are not being revealed so that perpetrators do not get flagged about it. Number three. Number four, the trial is not getting shifted out of Calcutta. The trial is not getting shifted to Gaul. Number five, as far as the task force is concerned, the task force would continue its work. And number six, this wasn't the last time that Supreme Court would be hearing the matter. Supreme Court would be hearing the matter again in a couple of weeks. And even though then we would have a new Chief Justice of India, but doesn't matter. The current Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, had made it very, very clear. The two other judges would remain, and they are very much aware of, aware of the case, and there should not be any concern. And 1 second. So yes. So, the other judges, Justices J.B. Pardiwala and Justice Manoj Mishra, both would continue hearing the matter along with the new Chief Justice of India and when the next time the matter comes up. But for now, in the last hearing, as the matter, please let's recall on 20th of August, the matter came up before the Chief Justice of India's bench. As a suo motu cognizance was taken, but thereafter multiple times CBI has given a status report. The state captain has also been pulled up. The state also given a status report on civic volunteers as the criteria they have followed in recruiting the civic volunteers. So now we have to wait and see what transpires next. But something what I found very, very interesting, that people who had been wanting the shifting of matter from Bengal, including leader of opposition, in Bengal there is Shubhendu Adhikari, BJP leader of opposition, they got a response from CBI itself, from the union government today. As the union government said that somebody is trying to move the matter out of Bengal, somebody is trying to stall the trial, what is this going on? Let us investigate the matter. So in a way, it is a response on behalf of CBI to one and all who are coming in the entire process, and you would observe this. People are taking out rallies to CBI. People are taking rallies to CBI. People are objecting to the CBI investigation, and especially after the first charge sheet, which has identified Sanjay Rai as the sole accused. But then, please, we have to admit, beyond CBI, where can you can't go to FBI, right? I had once jokingly said that CBI cannot be trusted, so take it to DBI, Doctors Bureau of Investigation, because these are the same junior doctors who had been trying to first demanded CBI and now they are upset. And I'm not generalizing all junior doctors, a section who had been on the streets and could be seen quite often. So, a section of them had been asking that why CBI is doing this, why are they doing this? So I had once jokingly questioned, if not CBI, who then? Will it be DBI, Doctors Bureau Investigation? Many got offended. I don't want to offend them again. But here's a small excerpt of the hearing today when the AIIMS representation, AIIMS new representative, the council clearly said that the AIIMS junior doctors who had gone on a siege work, their siege work days have been adjusted with their leaves, and the Supreme Court is that they are upset and they want Supreme Court to intervene, because Supreme Court had categorically stated once that no coercive action should be taken against the junior doctors who had gone on a siege work as a markup. Listen in and let's play it full frame.
Proceedings will be taken.
Yes.
RD of AIM the same day evening, we joined back to duty pursuant to your lordship's order. Now AIMS Gorakhpur, AIMS Kalyani, AIMS PGI Chandigarh, those directors have passed an order saying that those 10-12 days of strike will not be counted as leave. They will be considered on duty. Now AIMS Delhi, we gave a representation. Surprisingly, AIMS Delhi, those 12 days has been taken as that we are absent, adjusted against our leave. A leave has been deducted. I've annexed that, my lord. I've annexed the IA.
If you start going to individual healthcare establishments, it will be impossible. What we suggest is this.
Yes, my lord.
A representative group can meet Dr. Shivras, who is the director at All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Delhi.
Yes,
have a word with the learned director. Once he's assured that look, all the doctors are come back to work, and so by and by he'll take a.
May I just respond 1 second? What
but it can't be that we don't want to hold him.
Start working, my lord.
We also don't want to hold him to the point.
He's a very helpful person.
My lord, may I just respond to that?
And you don't want to take the point of a gun by telling him that look, you better do it. Let there be a little bit of mutual understanding between the doctors and the director.
May I just respond, my lord?
Because you must also show your good faith.
No.
Have a 1 second.
Yes.
Go and tell him that, look, we have now resumed duty. Can you not take a proper view of this? He will take a proper view of this, provided he is satisfied that the doctors are on work.
May I just respond? We've done that. That is what we've come to lordship, not in the first instance. We gave a representation. They formed a committee. We annexed all the orders of Kalyani, Gorakhpur, PGI, Chandigarh. Said, please treat us same way. All of us struck work together. All of us got back the same day. Now, even after that, an order is passed on 2nd November, we got it yesterday, saying that AIIMS Delhi, so now what is happening is AIIMS Delhi, those doctors are considered as on leave. Other AIIMS, they're considered as leave will not be deducted. So I'm not coming to your lordship at the first instance. I'm coming to your lordship after.
So that you file an application. Today, AIIMS is not even before us, that you could ask the council, what is the problem? File an application, you may then ask somebody to respond. What is the
Filed it, my lord. So I'm
All right,
the last resort. I'm coming to your lordship.
All right. Now that you've flagged it, now what you do is that you can meet the director at AIIMS, say that let's try and sort it out and see what the difficulties are. Many of these things have to be sorted out with a little bit of. I mean, those directors are there to make things work. They need the doctors more than anything else.
Lord, after 23rd August, one sec, please.
Anyway,
After 23rd August,
we've made ourselves clear.
yes, my lord.
To meet the director of AIIMS and request him to take a sympathetic view now that the doctors have gone back, and we'll see on the next occasion what about it. To be on work and be on duty, I'm sure things will get sorted out by the next day.
At least same day, lordship passed the order, we're back on work.
You still have 2 months for the end of the year.
No, what is, I tell you why
Don't worry about the leave.
I tell you why we are concerned. Many of these doctors, if they've taken a period on leave, many of them have to extend their tenure. Can't apply. That's why we are concerned.
We got the point. We are with the doctors. Rest assured that we understand these problems with the doctors. Just talk to the director, we'll sort it out.
So you heard that excerpt, and you will try do something. You will try and publish the entire Supreme Court hearing as and when that's ready. But as we wind up this broadcast, I want to quickly leave you with this small excerpt, which you would find very, very funny, but I found it funny. I very honestly, I found it funny. You represent people, right? You have a locus standi. You are a respondent. You are a stakeholder in this case. Somebody just went there and said that people have lost faith in Bengal administration, and the Chief Justice of India immediately shooed him down and said, "Who are you representing?" To which the lawyer, I'm sorry, I don't even know his name, he could not even respond. He could not even respond as who he is responding. And then the Supreme Court said that this canteen gossip should be kept out. So as I wind up, I leave you with this little excerpt from the hearing today. And it is very, very interesting because the court has made it very, very clear that nothing coming in the way of the procedure. The procedure is trial court would continue hearing, continue with the trial process. Procedure number 2 is CBI's investigation would continue. Procedure number 3 is the charge sheet has been filed. The first one, supplementary charge sheet, would be filed as and when it's ready. And nothing is derailing the procedures, whether people like it or not. Nothing is getting derailed. So Supreme Court made it very, very clear that procedures have been followed, and the right and the power of the trial stays with the trial court, the district court. But Supreme Court is not saying tata to the entire matter. Supreme Court would hear the matter again. As far as in custody is concerned, the matter stays with Supreme Court, but Supreme Court would be monitoring the case more like at a supervisory level, so that they can ensure that we all together are there on the path of attaining justice. Very simply put. Here's the little excerpt, and I leave you with that. We will come back again live in the evening. But for now, thank you so much to all our viewers who have connected with us. But let's leave you with this excerpt.
Bengal have lost faith in administration and judiciary, and hence averting most tourist holidays.
Sorry, don't talk about the people. Talk about who are you appearing for? Who are you appearing for? Who are you appearing for? Tell us the name of the person. Nobody. This canteen gossip here in the court. Tell me the name of your client. When you say people of West Bengal lost faith in the judiciary, somebody has to put his oath to that statement. Can't make such.
And orally off the cuff. Orally off the cuff.
You're not even appearing for a client. Yes.
My lords, this one small thing we are seeking that had fallen from my lords, the idea of us proposing a commission that could oversee all of these recommendations. So if this could be recorded, my lords, we'd be extremely grateful.
My 2 learned brothers are going to be part of the bench, so they will remember that. Yes.
Very well. We'll be relying on Justice Faridabad.
Can I just say one thing, Lord?
Lordship has asked all the states to give response and all of the parties to give response. Lordship may ask one of the members of the board to correlate everything and Lord give a
Once the
comprehensive
responses
thing.
come, we'll pass that order. We are going to do that. That we always do that. One learned council, one usually we pick up a junior council, we'll put everything together. We might
Yes.
say last time one will. So one other person from this side.
Say Lordship.
Okay, next,
My lord,
Sharma from
my
the
lord,
state. my lord.
may I only submit one thing, my lord?
Next now.
My lord, one,
Next.
may I only hand over one document, lordship? I don't want to waste it.
If that document get lost in papers here.
Because, lordship, this is very seriously how the civic volunteers,
All
lordship,
right.
lordship has
I
passed
know
on
we have passed that order. We are
that
pleased
order
with the
that
matter.
civic volunteers are interfering in the administration of justice, my lord.
Fair enough.
This is one disturbing document, lordship. We
Yes,
just
we will see that.
highly consider
My
this.
Lord, item 10 is that application, my Lord, by the